Get ready for March Foil Madness when you order from CoolStuffInc.com. During the month of March, each Magic the Gathering order will receive a free foil, with some lucky customers receiving a foil rare or one of these special promos. Get your orders in now at CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
Two nightmares, one deck. Hello, welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB. Today in the arena, we are playing Atraxa Ramp with an Imidane's Recruiter in the deck. Why? No question. Okay, I'll answer the questions. The Imidane's Recruiter technology actually helps shore up the one really bad matchup that Atraxa Ramp has. If you've never seen Atraxa Ramp, the idea is pretty simple. Get a bunch of lands on the battlefield, cast cards like Archangel of Wrath and Sunfall, and cast Herd Migration, making a bunch of 3/3s and Atraxa to refill your hand. The deck has been around. You've probably played against it a little bit here and there on ladder, but it went away recently. Why? Some people think it was Boros. I don't think it was Boros. You see, Boros is fast, but Temporary Lockdown is a card, and there are 4 of them in the sideboard of this best of 3 list that won a recent event. And Sunfall's a card. Not only that, Archangel of Wrath is great against aggro decks. I think that the ramp deck could evolve to beat Boros if it needed to. What is it then? The deck is terrible against blue-white control. As I've demonstrated in some of my blue-white control videos, I love the ramp matchup. I know exactly how to use my removal spells and sweepers, and they cannot win. They cannot win. Even with Cavern of Souls resolving Atraxa, they cannot win. But some giga-brained ramp player found the solution, and I shouldn't make this video because it's going to make my life a lot harder as a blue-white player. So if you want to see blue-white suffer, this video is for you. Imidane's Recruiter. One little copy goes a long way in the blue-white matchup. Why? What do you do with it? Well, you cast Herd Migration, and then you cast Imidane's Recruiter. And yeah, that takes 10 mana. But against blue-white, like, the whole plan is to make the game take as long as possible and just use sweepers to make sure they can never win. Now, they have a hasty army of 4/3s that end the game on the spot because your sweepers can't be cast at instant speed, and your Recruiter is uncounterable because of Cavern of Souls, and the Herd Migration doesn't usually get countered because you have at least 3 extra mana open, and that pays for the no more lies. So it's a really cool juke of the meta that I'm excited to try out and see if we can pull off. As much as I love blue-white control, I also love beating other control mages. It's the conundrum of the control player. We know what we do is filthy, toxic, and evil, and we don't want it done to us either. But we do it. So let's see if we can go out there and use Recruiter Herd Migration to totally blow the minds of a couple unsuspecting control players. And if we dare come against Boros, I hope to show you that the deck isn't a total disaster. So thank you to the sponsors, CoolStuffInc.com and Ultimate Guard. Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. Beans. We love beans. We also love going splunking, but we don't love double Atraxa in our opener. Gotta try it though. You're on the draw, what can you do? Start with you. 4 types next turn. Blue to the white, huh? Beans. Eh? The deuce. All right, that's not a counter. We are ready to splonk. This is going actually pretty well. Splonking. But now, you're gonna counter that? They're gonna march the beans. Yeah, I'd probably do that. Binding online. We could take out a clue token. That's probably not the best use of the card. So this is the matchup. Whenever I play blue-white control, 100%, I'm like, this is what I want to play against. The ramp deck. So it is up to us to figure out if we can beat blue-white control. All right, let's launch the beans. See See if they have another solution. There's our recruiter. All right, so we've already got the setup in hand as far as the hard part to get the recruiter. Now we have to get the herd migration and 10 lands. This first one named Angel, so this one will name Human. Angel, Human. That might give them pause. Not every day that happens.
I've learned much during my
A
travels.
little different sequencing. Maybe I could have had binding open here. As long as they don't remove the beans, we're not punished. Manual taps. Field of Ruin on the cavern that named Angel. Okay. Do I have another plains? I do. Binding ready.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
So end step, we go for it. We draw. We hit the Wandering Emperor. Jetmir's Garden coming in untapped, but they can counter an Atraxa, which might be what they're waiting to do.
Still have much to learn.
So instead we'll give them the Archangel of Wrath. The cavern is now naming Human. Okay, march the beans. Ping and ping. Let's see if they play another Wandering Emperor here and let me cast Atraxa. We're gonna try to get him in recruiter range. That's the grand plan. Let's see, with the mana open, what do they plan to do? Maybe they plan to counter. Maybe we're supposed to go for Atraxa and just get it countered so they can't cast Memory Deluge. Okay, scorned up. We knew that that was likely because they blew up the cavern. They wouldn't have blown up the cavern if they didn't have that in mind. But most of these lists only play 1 or 2 scorns. See if they respond to an angel. Play another one. Maybe we can get them to use a sweeper. He's also hunting for no more lies there. We drop them to 10. This might be Memory Deluge, though. We weren't going to hold it off forever. Still, they have to do something about the angels. There's Farewell. They have 2 mana open. Ouch.
Keep watch for intruders.
They're at 10. Okay, there was no more lies. Make them wipe the board again. Getting there. Getting there. Never didn't have it. They didn't have the counter last turn either. And we did double spell and there was no stick. So there's no Urtai Scorn either. Beans. The stick could be the Mirrex. You gotta use the clues they give you. Beautiful. Say hello to Atraxa. And a binding. Should have left up white. Oopsie. More angels, more bindings, a land, a herd migration, an invasion. Let's go. We are at 30 cards. If they double Jace me, I cry. Well, Well, they have the deluge. So what I could have done is I could have left the invasion, maybe a binding in the deck to not go below 30 cards. 30 cards is a magic number if they run the Jace package. So it's unclear that this is that deck.
I have got new moves to teach you.
Anything else? Pass. Okay, 11 mana. Beautiful. So one of the cool things about the Herd Migration play is it plays around No More Lies. If we play it with another mana available, it plays around Make Disappear as well. We gotta leave up the cavern that is on human. What you got? Resolves. Okay. I'm gonna haste the squad. The one recruiter. What you got? There's nothing like it, man. There's nothing like it when you set them up and knock them down. Especially in the very first game. Oh! Oh, it feels good! The unwinnable matchup is suddenly winnable. On the draw, kind of scary, but we do have turn 2 binding. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Might be too slow. We also don't have double white yet for Sunfall. Epicure. Well, that's not the fastest turn 2 play. Okay. Okay. Let's see what they do. Could really use an Archangel of Wrath. Or another white source for Sunfall. Those would be good. Murex. Invasion. Yeah. What you gonna do? They're attacking invasion. They must be going for rage. They're going for rage. Too cute. They tried to be too cute. Bird migration. That can be the plains. Doesn't quite follow with the splunking plan though. Still, I think we want to get splunking cast. It's a lot of Sunfall. A lot of Sunfall going on. Come on, planes. Let's see if they put energy into flipping the invasion now, or if they go face. Wow, they really want this dragon. Come on, deck. Yep. Seems good. Now we'll see if we die. 14 is a lot. Especially when we have a sneaky 17. Right, you gonna do something? You got more? We definitely hold because we want to wait out, like, if they have a monstrous rage. Up to 8. Sunfall. The Murexing begins. The age of the creatures and the dragon has ended. The age of the Murex has begun. Beans. See what Beans gets us. Not really enough to justify another Sunfall when we could be powering up a creature. Okay, pretty good, pretty good. Good stuff. White. Red, black, green, blue. We need blue. CovertGoBlue. Two mites, two blockers. Come and get it. No attack? Ah, I see you're concerned about my aggression and my power. Oh, that's a good card. All right, can we leave up a white? You know, for binding. It's very difficult to do. Show me the cards. There we go. It's a binding. The fourth Sunfall? Why wouldn't we? What's Mono Red gonna do? Bleed on me? Vigilant attacker. Go to work. The face. Okay. It comes down to this. They scry to the bottom. They lightning strike me. I am at 2. We will discard a Sunfall. You got it? Have you got it? We really needed a herd migration there for 3 more life. They dig. Is it hot in here? Just for the LOL. Show me the herd migration. Oh! Archangel of Wrath would have been it too. Life's not fair. On the play, we win. Never lost a game on the play with this deck, ever. It's impossible to do. It's like, you'd have to be really bad. Skrelv, okay. Let's get the other tap land out of the way. Rather than cast Migration right now. Uh-huh. Those are creatures. No attacks. Okay. I guess I'm playing Archangel next turn. Hope it sticks. Okay. Vanguard, yep. That Skrelv is going to be a problem, and they're going to hold it up forever. This is definitely a good match for a Sunfall. Red, black. And we've got time. We got at least 2 more turns. There's an invasion. Do we invade now? Angel next turn, or Angel now, Angel next turn? They don't have a way to deal with the Angel at this point, but if they find it, God, we're dead. If they have like a Get Lost or an Ossification, such a disaster. What do? We take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 next turn. We play an Angel. We kick it twice. We kill the Skrelv. Oh, I'm aware. Oh, I'm aware. Yeah, we go for this. Take the black. You know, that oath from the from that Game of Thrones show. That's taking the black. Uh-huh. That's pretty good. Six health. Bang, bang. Can't shoot the vanguards. Even if we played this to pay the ward, that wouldn't work because of the Skrelv. Opponent's got it covered. Now, can they remove it? If they remove it, they win. No! They topped the land! No! Oh, I hate that! I hate it when they do that! We go first. I've never lost a game going first. Have I? Don't answer that. Of course, double Atraxa. I think there's also a shuffler component that always puts the top of your curve in your hand when you're on the play, which makes it impossible to curve out if you run anything bigger than a 3-drop. I hate Magic the Gathering sometimes. This is a kind of an example why. Okay, Herd Migration. Tough call there between like tap land set up for splunking. But the Beanstalk does give us 2 shots at an untapped land, which might lead to our best possible curve. So we keep the best thing we can do in range as something that could happen. Boros going wide. No Sunfalls in sight. Yet. They got a tough one. Had to use their brain here. 10 minutes later. What could it be? Case of the get. It might be the case. You can keep case here though, right? Trying to think of what's even a questionable keep. I have no idea. Either you need the land or you don't. It's usually that simple. And they are going to time out on this one. Hope they wanted it. Green mana, huh? Can't imagine the point of that. Okay, Evangelist. Let's see if they time out on this scry. Oh, they found the line. Bottom, this one was easy. Still can't imagine what was in their head. White, white. I guess we need double white. That was scary. Almost messed that up. If they have a case, the game's kind of over. If they have a recruiter, the game's kind of over. If we play Spelunking here and don't hit a land, the game's over. Just gonna trust they can't remove anything and run right into this angel. And that we top deck a land so that we get to use our next angel better. That's why they green mana. They want to use Kellen for a map token. I don't think Kellen's worth it personally, but if you want to try a card in your deck, go ahead. It could scry first. I don't know. This can't be that bad for me. If they're trying to make a map token and use a map token instead of doing something better. Recruiter. In the bin. Madness. Opponent, your rope. You're still on 0. 0 timeouts. Easily the most ponderous Boros player to ever grace the universe. Look at him move now. They're trying to solo me with 1 warden. Seems good. The fact that they binned a recruiter is very bad for us. And we're missing a land drop. Okay, we have a mountain. What are we missing? We're missing an island? So this can be 1 mana. Not that that's the hugest thing, but it does draw us a card with the beans. Let's do it now. They must have another recruiter, right? But maybe they time out before they figure out how to cast it. I mean, they named human, didn't they? What happened? I swear the brain contagion that is Boros Go Wide is just infecting the ladder. On the draw, you. But this hand is better than several we've had on the draw, so we'll try it. I mean, it's got to be Boros, right? Or some kind of white aggro. For some reason, that's what the matchmaker has chosen for us today. I have not seen Sunfall in a few games. Since that game where I had 4 of them in my hand. Okay, Vanguard it is. No turn 2 binding, but beans. We have beans. Nice curve. It's a really nice curve. 12 health. Okay. So this makes binding 1 mana, which means it can hit the Adeline. Then I can't Sunfall next turn. If I had an untapped white... No, that doesn't work either. Are we dead next turn? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're dead. We are dead. So, no chance to ramp to the Sunfall. What represents the most damage, the Adeline or the Vanguard? We're gonna have to do some math here, but first we'll make them play their thing. It doesn't appear to matter. Okay, so I have to binding into another binding. I failed. And never, so I played a removal spell and I never got a turn 4. That's nice. Love that for me. Good games. Today's Cool Kids Club member shout out goes to Cartier M. Cartier, you're cool. I hope that you're enjoying early access to the videos, the live streams, and yeah, if you want to join, hit the join button below, $4.99, and thank you very much. Thank you to all the members. A quick aside, it's been a long time since I didn't have a name to read, which means that people are joining on an almost daily basis, which is very validating and nice. I appreciate that. That's really cool. Makes me feel a lot better about all that I do, including smashing blue-white controls face in with Imidane's recruiter. Maybe I shouldn't feel that good about that, because now this is going to definitely get done to me on ladder. But it's really, like, as far as a one of you can include, it's really clever. It's hits like a truck. Absolutely. And it's certainly a powerful way to solve a bad matchup. And sometimes solving one bad matchup is what takes a deck from being tier 2 to tier 1, things like that. I still think that in best of 1 ramp is challenged by the go second conundrum and by the shuffler and its ability to make you always a mana short, because the hand smoothing algorithm loves giving you 2 landers, not 3 landers. So it's got challenges, but in best of 3, it's good to see ramp kind of back in the mix, because it does keep the mid-range decks in check, and mid-range is an absolute nightmare for both control and aggro. That's why mid-range usually rises to the top of metas, because it can go in both directions. And I don't want to see Esper mid-range running the meta anymore. It's been like 2.5 years that Esper mid-range has been the most played decks at most Pro Tours. That or Rakdos. It's either Fable the Mirror Breaker or Rafine. I like it being shaken up, so let's keep shaking. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next one. You're cool.